Hey guys, what's going on? It's Uncle Tone. How you guys doing? I am back with one more review for you guys. I know I said I wasn't going to do reviews full time anymore, and I'm not. But every once in a while, products may come along that pique my curiosity. And this would be one of those products. So I'm still going to do reviews on those, just not every single thing that comes along. Cool beans. So, not sure if you guys have ever wondered, but I've always wondered if these budget Android tablets are really worth the money. Are budget Android tablets worth the money? Should you save your money and go for a Nexus device or something? Let's find out. Let's take a look at this one, check it out, and see what's up. Okay, cool beans. So here we are taking a look at the Pipo Smart S1 Pro 7-inch Android tablet from the folks over at Cool. They were nice enough to reach out to me, ask me if I'd be interested in checking this one out. And as I mentioned earlier, I've always been somewhat curious as to whether or not these Android tablets, these budget Android tablets, are really worth the money over, say, something like a Nexus 7 or an iPad mini. Which is what this is designed to kind of compete with. The Nexus 7 is $300, the iPad mini here in Canada is $320, and this one comes in at $116.99, so almost a third of the price. So let's take a look at what we're getting here. We'll take a look at some of the specs on the back before we crack into it. It is the S1 Pro. I have the 8GB version here. However, this does support micro SD cards, so you are going to be able to go ahead and put, I think up to 64 gig. I'm not sure. I had a 32 in here, and it worked just fine. One of the benefits of this tablet as well is that it allows you to install apps to the SD card, so no need to worry about it only being 8 gigs. You can install apps to your external SD card, and as long as you have a fairly fast card, you shouldn't notice much of a difference. Inside the box, it's coming with Android 4.2.2, so pretty up to date. It does have Wi-Fi. It supports micro SD cards, as I already said. Plays back full HD 1080p video. The screen, however, is not 1080p. The screen is 1024 by 600, which is going to give you a PPI of about 165. Which is about 2 PPI more than the iPad mini. So not Retina, not HD, but still it works pretty well. We'll get into more of the screen when we get to the actual tablet itself. Also inside the box, it has a camera and supports Adobe Flash. Adobe Flash is pre-installed on this, so there you go. Let's go ahead, crack it open, and check it out. Inside the box, you're going to get the tablet itself, which is not here right now. It's plugged into charging because the battery died when I started shooting this review. So it's going to come here, sitting in the tray. And then inside here, it's going to come in this little bag here. And then you're going to get a couple of pamphlets as well. And you're also going to get a micro USB extension cable. I'm not sure what this is for. Maybe the micro SD to the USB for your computer or something. Maybe it has a fuse in it. I'm not entirely sure what that's for. And then you do have a power adapter for Asia. This is the plug they use over in Asia, as well as some pamphlets and a quick start guide. Some of the other stuff Cool makes over on their website. They do make phones as well as tablets, so if that's something you're interested in, kind of a pure Android phone, definitely head over to their website and check it out. I'm going to cut this video right here, grab the tablet, and I will be right back. Cool beans, I'm back. Here is the power adapter that plugs into the wall, and also included is a USB to micro USB cable to charge with. This is going to plug into here, and then you're going to plug it into the wall, and you can charge her all up. You can also charge this via USB on your computer. I don't really recommend it because the battery in here is a 10,000 milliamp hour battery. So charging via your USB port on your computer is going to take about 1 million years. It's going to take a really long time, so I highly recommend using the wall adapter. It's going to charge it up much faster. In my experience, about 4 to 6 hours to fully charge it, somewhere around there. I would just generally plug it in overnight, and then the next morning it would be fully charged up and ready to go. Here we have the tablet itself. A little bit of a different layout on this one, actually. You have the power button as well as the volume rocker here on the left hand side. Hiding behind them is your micro USB port right there. The camera will focus in on that. There you go, your micro USB and your volume rocker. Taking a look here at the top, you have a mini HDMI to HDMI out so that you can plug this in, play HD video on your TV or monitor or wherever you may want to. A micro USB port, that's where you're going to use for charging and syncing. Moving around here to the other side, you got nothing. Down here on the bottom, you have a 3.5mm headphone jack. Moving around here to the back, you have your microphone and loudspeaker in one place there. Your speaker and microphone are both kind of side by side right there. And then here on the back, you do have a rear-facing camera. I believe it is 5 megapixel. The pixels on it, the pictures on it kind of suck. It's nowhere near HD or compared to anything like an iPad or anything like that. The pictures are kind of crappy. So there you go. It does also have a front-facing camera here on the front for video calls or Skype or whatever you may want to do with that. Cool beans. As I mentioned earlier, it is running Android 4.2.2. It does have a skin on it here from the folks over at Pipo. Went ahead and put a skin on it. A lot of it's still in Asian. As you can see, I didn't remove these because I wanted you guys to kind of see how they wear. I removed a couple from the main screen here, just replaced them with icons. Fiora's been using this a lot to play games and stuff. And one of the advantages I see of a budget tablet like this is for the kids. You know, the kids can put their little games and stuff on here. And then you can go ahead, like me, and still use your Android tablet or your iPad or whatever you may want to use while the kids are using this. One of the problems we've had here in the house is, you know, Fiora likes to play games on the iPad and stuff, and sometimes I want to use it, and, you know, she's not real happy that I'm taking the iPad away, so there you go. Cool beans. Let's go into settings here, jump over here into settings, and you can see that about device, about tablet, we are running Android 4.2.2. It's an unknown baseband, kernel version, all that stuff for you guys who are kind of into that. I'm not sure if you can root this or not to remove this skin and just install pure Android on it. I'm not entirely sure, but there you go. Cool beans. We'll go back over here into settings again. I'll show you guys the battery life. The battery life on this I found has been pretty darn decent. I get about 4.5 to 5 hours of use out of it. The battery is at 46% right now, but it has been plugged in charging because the battery died. So I've been getting about 5 hours or so usage out of the 10,000 milliamp hour battery. One of the reasons I think is they say it's good for 7, but I think one of the reasons for that is the contrast and brightness on the screen is not fantastic. The iPad and the Nexus 7 and that sort of thing, they have a higher PPI as well as more brightness and contrast built into the tablet itself. I've had to crank the brightness on this all the way up in order to really get it to look, you know, decent. So there you go. We'll go ahead and launch something here for you guys. Maybe this one, just so you guys can get a kind of a look at what it looks like coming through the screen here. We got Pony Dentist here that Fiora's been playing on. Still looks pretty good. Doesn't look fantastic, not as fantastic as it looks on an iPad, but it does still look pretty good, so not really a big deal there. The other thing I did notice about this, there's a couple of things. One, it does not have Bluetooth, so if you rely on Bluetooth headsets and that sort of thing, or you want to use your Bluetooth devices with this, this doesn't have Bluetooth, so they have to cut corners somewhere, obviously, to get the price down to 116 bucks. That was one of the ways that they cut the price down. It does not have Bluetooth. It did come with a screen shield pre-installed though, which is pretty cool beans. The other thing, one of the other things I have noticed is that it is an absolute fingerprint magnet. It has this lovely gloss black back on it that is just an absolute mecca and a playground for fingerprints. You're probably going to want to get a case or something for this and put it in the case and leave it in there, because this is just an absolute mecca for fingerprints. It doesn't really scratch up all that much. If I take a microfiber and clean it off, it looks pretty good after you wipe it off, but it does fingerprint up really, really easy. So there you go. As you can see, there's one little scratch down here, and that's about it. I mean, it looks pretty solid, pretty decent, but again, it does fingerprint up like a beast, as does the screen shield, actually. So there you go. The only other complaint I really had about it was the sound. The loudspeaker on the back is not overly, the external speaker on the back is not overly loud. If you're in a regular room, you'll be able to hear it just fine. Again, I had to crank it almost all the way up. But if you're in a loud kind of environment, you're not going to be able to hear it really all that well. So headphones are going to be a must for that. So there you go. Cool beans, that's pretty much going to do it for my review on the Pipo S1 Pro budget Android tablet by the folks over at Cool Eye Cool. Thanks very much to them for sending this over to me for review. Thanks to you guys for watching. Is it worth 116 bucks? Yeah, I'd have to say it is. It's worked a lot better than I thought it was. It does also feature a 1.8 gigahertz quad-core processor, an A9 processor, actually, and it is super zippy and super fast. I was really kind of impressed with it, actually, at how well it runs. It runs really, really well. Everything's smooth, and animations are great, and everything loads quickly, and it works really, really well, actually. So there you go. Cool beans. So that's going to do it. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. There will be a few more of these coming up from time to time, so stick around for those. Make sure you check out the Muse Day vlogs and the gameplay videos we're doing over on Uncle Tone Muses on that channel over there. I will put a link to the product page where you can buy this tablet in the bottom bar down below, as well as another link to Cool Eye Cool's main homepage, so you can check out some of the other stuff they sell over there as well. Cool beans. Thanks for watching. Thanks to Cool Eye Cool for sending it. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Cool beans. Rock on.